Hello and welcome. We're surrounded by software all the time, but have we ever really stopped to think about what makes it good? Today, we're going to explore that quiet, thoughtful practice behind all the software we depend on every single day. I mean, you know the feeling, right? You tap an icon and for a split second, it's like nothing happens. Or a web page loads, but all the images are jumbled and weird. Yeah, we've all been there, just kind of staring at a screen that is not cooperating. So what's up with these little frustrations, these little ghosts in the machine? Where do they even come from? Are they just random glitches? Or do they maybe tell a deeper story about how our digital world is actually built? Let's explore that. Now, it's really easy to just dismiss a small bug as a minor annoyance, but the truth is we rely on software for almost everything. It manages our money, our healthcare, how we talk to the people we love. It's deeply woven into the fabric of our lives. And that right there, that reframes the whole conversation. Suddenly, it's not just about convenience, it's about trust. When we use a piece of software, we are placing our trust in the people who made it. We trust that it's going to work, that it'll protect our information, and that it won't cause any harm.
And when that trust is broken, wow, the costs are very, very real. By some estimates, the annual cost of poor quality software is around $78 billion, and that's just in the US. This isn't just lost profits either. It's everything from system downtime to catastrophic failures in fields like medicine and aviation, where a single software error can have devastating consequences.
Look, no software is ever going to be perfect, but there is a discipline, a practice, that's all about upholding that responsibility to the user. It's called software quality assurance, and really it's a practice of care that tries to make sure the software we build is dependable, useful, and actually worthy of our trust.
So, how does it work? The first big idea is that quality isn't something you just tack on at the end. You can't just test the bugs out after the fact. Quality has to be built in, right from the very first moment.
So the crucial point here is that quality starts with a clear goal. It's about creating something useful, something that provides real value. It's a product that solves a real problem, meets a need, and just makes someone's life a little bit better or a little easier and does it reliably.
A great way to think about it is like building a house. You wouldn't wait until the house is completely built to start checking for problems, right? Of course not. You review the blueprints for errors before you ever lay the foundation. You inspect the foundation before you put up the walls. Quality assurance works the exact same way, with checks happening at every stage to prevent defects, not just to find them later.
And this brings up two really key questions in the process. Verification asks, are we building the product right? Are we following the blueprint correctly? But then validation asks a much deeper question. Are we building the right product? Is this blueprint even for the right house? Does this product actually meet the user's real needs? You absolutely need both to build something truly great. Quality isn't an accident. It's designed. All right, our second big idea is this. Ensuring quality isn't some solitary activity. It's not about one person in a dark room trying to break things. It's fundamentally a human, collaborative process. It's a conversation. You know that old stereotype of a tester who just exists to find fault? It's really damaging. A healthy team culture completely reframes this process. It's not about pointing fingers. It's about putting more eyes on the work to make it better together. The goal is to create a space where it's safe to make mistakes, because that's how we find and fix them early. So teams do things like technical reviews or peer inspections, where engineers just look over each other's work. It's a shared effort. The focus is never on who made the error, but on finding the error and improving the product for the user. It's a collective act of quality.
This little exchange says it all. Ed is confident in his work, and he should be. But Jamie, she brings a fresh perspective. She's thinking about unintended consequences, about how a small change over here might cause a problem somewhere else. The truth is, we all have blind spots, and teamwork helps us see them.
Not judgment, but support.
And this leads us right to our final idea. Building quality software isn't just about the here and now. It's an act of care for the future. Software is never truly finished. It has to be updated, fixed, and improved over time, and often by people who didn't write it in the first place. That's why good quality assurance means creating software that's easy for others to pick up. Is it understandable? Can it be adapted to new needs? It's like leaving a clear, well-drawn map for the travelers who will come after you. So things like clear documentation, consistent standards, and clean, simple design, they aren't just technical busywork. They're actually acts of professional kindness. You're taking the time to make the path easier for your future colleagues.
caring for the people who will come after us.
So, if we bring these three ideas together, what's the simple takeaway? It's that software quality isn't a checklist or some technical formula. It's a practice of care.
It's care for the user by building something that is valuable and dependable from the start. It's care for your colleagues by making it a team conversation, working together with support and without blame. And it's care for the future by leaving behind a clear map, work that is clear, maintainable, and kind.
You don't need to memorize some complex framework. You just need to ask this one simple question. Whether you're writing a line of code, some documentation, or giving feedback to a teammate, asking this can be your guide.
Because ultimately, the code we write isn't just a set of instructions for a machine. It's a reflection of our care. Care for the people it serves, the people we work with, and the people who will follow in our footsteps. Thanks for joining me.